ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with their opponents. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times. And
evades the tackler, and there's some space. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
Touchdown, Broncos! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Come on now, let's go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second and 5. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, and there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the field.
Going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Second and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
54.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Simpson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Here we go. One more, boys.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Broncos 7.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Gladney. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, They feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And it brings up 3rd down. Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This pass caught by Hamler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Again, he finds more. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The throw over the middle taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives. ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
43 the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 60. Switch up, switch up. 43.
Back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw again. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this out past the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Garyon Conley, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 79 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory
as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly.
And my goodness, another and it's a fumble. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. You never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.